Okay, greeting, partner. Next, we will proceed to start the discussion panel according to the theme of the activity guide. We belong to the group of the Advanced English 2. In the next panel, we are going to deal with very important issues of the current situation about the student abroad and the exchange process as a learning facilitator. Okay, let us begin.
Hello partners, the topic that I am going to discuss today is about the teaching for understanding the year abroad, thus on the fostering the reflective learning. As time passes, we can find different practices to able to reach at the better learning and the second language, L2. Because of this, a sharp shift of the teaching and the learning. The study program has been developed, has been taking a student to different parts of the world and deployed in L2. The pedagogic idea of the year abroad can be the challenge for the teacher of higher education, and this my important and knowledge. To send students abroad curious and interested in learning about another culture and feel comfortable when learning from experience and studies carried out in different classrooms. It can be observed that is the more difficulty than we was expect to the fact that students tend to the very different attitudes. For example, in interaction with peers, they do not feel comfortable. With native language, students is the cause the connection is needed to fluency in the L2. This loss and the cultural exchange which is the what is designed for video communication. There have been many problems in this modality. Some students has not been able to implement their skill or responsibility to take the full advantage of this opportunity. We found that students feel cheap interaction with L2, which their peers and they prefer the constant communication on social media with their family members or the friends. This problem is increasingly serious because the technology applied these days lets us to almost constant connection to the internet. Many times students have the wrong idea about year abroad because they think that just be leaving the country, they will have the very influences in L2. But it's not always like that. They must have individual commitment or whining for the land and the seek the means at the chief it. Implementing new measures for a year abroad, as it is a very important study for when it comes to winning the product or L2, looking for a way to raise awareness and the student in something can be caused without the necessary interest of the learning. We will be wasting the time in the learning. The Ministry of Education, together with the government, shall generate the mass opportunities to apply this teaching method. Much more resources are needed to have the possibility of traveling and going to share of the knowledge of culturations and thus individual experience when applying on knowledge in the classroom. Okay, partners, thanks. I listen you for 2 questions.
Okay, partner Robert, I have a question for you. Do you think that a person can acquire a second language perfectly without having to leave the country?
I think that modern technology has all the necessary characteristics so the person can interact with other language and the indirect way. This how they can the global communication and those interact by visual and auditory means and the same time universities and other institutions after the appropriate resource and able to the access the detail the learning and the speak the language of the native one.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, partner, I have a question. Um, suppose that you are already a teacher at UNAD. What would you do to motivate a student who does not have the resource or the possibility of going abroad to improve or learn his second language?
Although this considered the important changes they decided to learn, therefore I won't recommend the practicing through the outdated technology. Scientists, their institutions that handle the free virtual programs, of course, we can access with the foreigners come to country or carry out the practice through videos, films, music to stimulate learning and the acquiring knowledge that will lead the perfect second language.
Okay, partner, very good.
Okay, my question for my partner is, what does it take to make the most of the teaching grant year?
It is necessary to interact with the every moment. That is to rely on the natives in order they have the direct practice and learn more about the.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, partner Robert. The next question. What difficulties might there be in learning a second language?
At present, new challenges are required in which students must take advantage of their abilities to enter a different setting, which is why they need areas they acquire new knowledge, such as learning and second language. Although the systems are complex and extensive science, they are concept, the roles, grammar, phonemes, very different from those on the modern talk, and is where the difficulties are evident. Therefore, the counter the team is necessary to develop the practice, the required skill, and this thing support and ECTS, and is easier adapted second language.
Okay, partner, no more question. Yes? No more.
Yes, okay, everyone, we go to the next topic.
Okay, my topic is a study of international students in the Trump era. Especially in terms of education, if American policy goes this way or that. American reputation as one of the best, if not the best, of the internationally educated countries is highly unlikely to change, and neither does the recognition of other to an American leader. Many American universities are beginning to participate in additional campaigns that encourage international students or to enroll with them. There is hope that a counter on ill will American. Universities can offer more lucrative scholarship and bonus for motivate there. So in fact, no money be a better time than very to apply for education there. However, American society present great inequalities from a social and economic point of view. A study showed that 20% of the rich population in the country control almost 80% of the total wealth. This economic gap is reflected in the unequal access to education, a situation that beginning early in primary school. A study conducted by Larry Belder, Benjamin Page, and Jack Sawit showed that the rich 1% of Americans believe that there are other more important aspects to finance than public education. However, in the same group, that the resources to finance an education of their children are unlike middle class families. Mm, on the other hand, education is a fundamental right, and all young people should have the same opportunities of access a quality education, although the North American educational system meet a minimum stringent requirements. It's essential to encourage public awareness of the existing economic gap and reduces its impact so that future generations are, are not harmed. To mitigate these differences, it's a necessary of the countries to make modification to its educational system so that better access opportunities can be offered under equal condition or to all students. We urge after all the future of the economy. Okay, partner, with your question, please.
Okay, partner, my question is the next. How can the economic gap to does not allow quality education for the results?
Okay. As the demand for education increases and government have less money to satisfy, there is a tendency to increase efficiency. Traditionally, it's been considered that in this endeavor, when it comes to the educational system, technology may be the key. No white, the question of effectivity not only is in the field of management and administration of education, but also in the quality of the didactic pedagogical process. Mm, yes. Other question, partner?
My question is, why do you think that Colombia does not have a priority in helping and facilitating the exchange of its students to other countries?
Okay, partner. The socioeconomic background and location of the student still have too much impact on access to education and its achievements in Colombia. The expansion of flexible models, such as the new school, the abolition of school fees, and conditional cash transfers, have made it possible to bring education to less favored areas and make it affordable. They achieved this goal of reducing large disparities in performance. Colombia will have to take uh, a stronger measures to ensure that all students have access to a high education quality.
Okay, partner, very good.
Okay, the next question is because delays with the visa process and the recommends make studying stop during the scholarship process in the University of United States.
Okay. Mm, I think that the use of visas and the requirements in is somewhat demotivate because today and for many years how it has been very difficult to access a visa and destroy the dream and expectation of many people regarding education and research issues of better life change. This topic might make students left the process since they become aware of an impossible and not the achievement of different objectives. Uh, Therefore, I think that opportunities for young programs that prioritize and encourage further training are essential.
Okay, thank you, partner.
Okay, partner Brian. The question is net, what opportunity does a foreign person have to expand their educational newly with the President Trump?
Okay, the opportunities that foreign person has to expand their educational knowledge, encouraging of internship abroad to increase employability, develop skill and competencies, as well as improve their jobs expectation. Regarding the teaching subject that consensus the opportunities for professional mm, development in order to improve their skill, increase to capacity the to modernize their institution and inspire their technology of practice, policy, and system. Okay, partner, no more. Thank you very much. The next topics.
Okay, I will talk about teacher candidates' opinions on Erasmus Student Exchange Program. The Erasmus project is about an exchange of students from Turkey, from the Faculty of Education of the University of Helsinki, distributed in Poland, Portugal, and Italy, with the aim of increasing the quality of higher education worldwide. I feel an important component is the mobility of students, teachers, and university administrators in Europe. One of the objectives of this project is to promote communication, integration of respect and tolerance between different cultures. As it was also based on three main themes, such as academic gains, cultural gains, and personal gains, based on a phenomenological method, knowing their experience, perception, and inclination, an important project for students who are preparing to be teachers. Therefore, it is important to know their opinion. Since the studies have been few, it is required to know the expectation and satisfaction of the participants through interviews that were carried out at the end of this project. As a result of this project, the students, candidates to be future teachers, states that virtual learning was very good due to its didactic tools. They also compared themselves with their country and say that they also cared about the same values. The program also contributes to natural and vocational learning, as they also learn from their teachers there. For example, to know how to behave with their future students. When working on the cultural dimension, the participants said that there were no prejudices because of what their classmates concentrated. In addition, most of them did not speak English, so they communicate through drawings and learned more of their language. Like, likewise, their teacher did know they spoke English, so they forced themselves to learn Polish or the language of the place where they were carrying out, out the project. They state that they began with fear, thinking about how they were going to communicate, that they were going to eat, where they would sleep, among others. So they practice their language skills and build confidence and effort to gain knowledge of their linguistics. Science, one of the objectives of the Erasmus project was to innovate. The participants were motivated science. The university had good technology. They carried out their research with more satisfaction and creates more discipline by seeing their college work in a very dedicated way. It is because of the above that I think that the objectives of this project were achieved. Since the candidates managed to be satisfied and gained knowledge of their customs and language. Okay.
Okay, partner. My question is the next. What are the main objectives of the Erasmus exchange program?
Okay. The objectives of this project are to promote communication, the integration of respect and tolerance between different cultures, and increase the quality of higher education worldwide.
Okay, okay, thanks.
Partner Angelica, I have a question for you. Uh, mm, what are the advantage and disadvantage of the Erasmus program?
Okay, I think that the advantages are many. Since the participants managed to improve their second language, they acquired knowledge about teaching methodologies for their students. They obtained discipline as they learned about the culture of the place where they arrived. The disadvantage was starting the program by being afraid of not knowing their language and being in a completely different place. Okay, next questions.
Okay, my question is, has the Erasmus Chain program improved the educational quality of students?
Okay, parent. The Erasmus program is aimed at the students who are preparing to be teachers according to the results of the interviews, which I mentioned above. I think that the educational quality has improved since they manifest good learning in the project. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Partner Angelica,
Yes.
the question is how learning the Erasmus is changed program in the student learning.
Okay, partner Jose. Okay. This Erasmus program is very relevant, especially for us who are preparing to be teachers, as it is aimed at undergraduate students. And thus, the students will have better trained teachers. Okay, thanks for your questions.
Okay, thank you. The next is my topic, e-learning mobile, high school exchange programs as a part of transnational mobility. Interculturate is something that has remained for a long time, especially in Germany. It has become more in last 20 years, being a normal option determined by my country to do culture. Through this moment of light, experience a new stay abroad. Whether of mobile for study, work, or for tourists, which allow many young people to be is an option for study, which allows them to know other cultures, for that there is a age group that should not exceed of the same population where is the allows them to be young people of the children from 6th and to 9th grade or last grade choose and 10th and 11th. In Germany, not many study has been done, so it's taken into account more generally. So it's no now if they do the traveling for study for work or for a changing culture, her different surveys are carried on in recent years and to find out what average student may change. On the other hand, then we find is a result and partner of great mobile in a woman, assume that they have an early exchange experience in science, they learn a second language better and that the result of online service improved, where claiming indicate that there is foreign exchange where they are going to make in a period of more than 6 weeks. Okay, partner, fish, no more. Have question with my parents.
Okay, partner Tatiana. Very good. My question is the next. What will be the disadvantage of an exchange?
Okay, thank you. It may take that the person to get used it because he misses his family. He may have difficulty in starting a conversation with people because they can't speak very quickly. He may have different of station. Okay, other question, please.
Okay, partner, I have a question for you. Do you think that culture can teach a person to acquire a second language simply by living that country?
Okay, thank you. It's so think because mere fact of listening to the other people, to the language, allow words, accent, dialogues, on over to be recorded among others that people. By little hips to acquire a second language, it is the practice. Okay, thank you. And the other question, please.
Okay, partner Tatiana, my question is, what do you think about the requirements of the level of the exchange destination language? Do you think it is very demanding, or do you think accepting traits with more basic levels?
Okay, thank you. You must have a minimum level of by 2 for a chain student over 18 of a and must have up to a level certificate. But in my case, the chain is also for children and the kind of the lower level at the higher level A2 and by 1, which is why I consider that is in the at the level to be able to travel to another English speaking country to the less be able to understand class words and start conversation with an other teacher or another classmate.
Okay.
Okay, partner Julian, in the question, how positive in the high school science programs?
Okay, thank you. It has allowed the students to improve their L2 language fluency and that they can later do a change for universities and learn about the other cultures and improve learning.
Okay, partners, thank you. Okay, partners, now let's discussion about the student, the effect of having a mother tongue partner, describe analysis of language exchange programs. In many institutions, the students recently have the opportunity and encounter an native speaker of the target language on a regular basis, both on supplementary touch of his natural world enable to accept, analyze and apply their skill in the target language. On the other hand, in opportunity such and the areas in linguistical unproductive situation in Mura without system and construct the manager there might be negative only where they exist formal programs such and the LEP should be highlighted to the all students in the class rather than just in a particular group of interest students and should be correctly organized and monitored if that LEP is not subject of external as criteria in this difficult or monitor for inconsistent in the typed in the installation that take place or ensure that the student and consistently receive their experience and that will show the strong quit program for the entire semester in the with daily reconcile that using a language channel partner as part of your study of a foreign language in one the fact text and more effective wider learning to the speaking any foreign language quality. There are many advantages to learning with this method over traditional. The was an school you will make look on this free. You will get direct understanding on the dialect colloquial expression and jargon than you will not find in the textbook or in the classroom in its fast efficiency and generally free from conversation with the native speaker. You will also learn much more about the teen culture directly from some will I live in much deeper than a lesson from a school teacher, one is much more likely to be for you of nationally and differently more immersive in your lefty difference than a record, audio, or video lesson. Okay, partner, question and the topic.
Okay, partner. My question is the next. Do you think that the Ministry of Education should implement mandatory education? Do you think that the Ministry of Education should implement mandatory
Okay, partner Robert. Student chanting as program at Mouse University will have to have with institution from a foreign country to decide their student can use some subjects. They're to strand their university card. However, no one should kind study abroad without. Then it's for some to come to a place of residence. Okay, partner. Next question.
Okay, partner Jose, I have a question for you. Mm, a person who has lived in mother country and who has learned a second language, can he teach a learning that language and will it be just as effective without the educator being a native of the language?
Okay, partner Brian. Now of another language and the mechanisms that are put on operation. In learning, there are elements about obviously facilitate the work the teacher with teaching is of course totally must be added and the knowledge on the target language, but a knowledge oriented to the problems with which confronts. Then our native speaker try not to tiller and the tests are closely really the students' native language, the linguistic and cultural context from which a student does. Okay, partners, next question.
Okay, parents. Parent Jose, my question is, what do you think about the effectiveness at UNAD of one-on-one classes with a native speaker acquisition of their second language?
Okay, partner Angelica, the Indian Standard Language, a student use it in the simply the result difference between the language they are remastered and the language they are learning would incomplete the language system. In a world given Windows systemized rulers, this interlanguage developed gradually and students is set to the specific language, the order in which students acquire the characteristics of their language remain remotely consistent ever for students with different language regardless of whether instruction was said in the language. However, the language that the student really now can have a significant influence on the process or learning a new one. This influence is now on language transference. Okay, partners, next question.
Okay, Pardon, Jose. For a person who is learning a second language, is a pointer to learn words of the dialogue of target language.
Okay, partner Juliet. Most immigrants will have lived in the host country for a long time now. What it like to be and simply my rustic native speaker. The process seems obvious. The longer longevity, why the more you fears language suffer. But it is not that simple. But in the aim in nucleate than the first language will disappear completely except in the strong circumstance. Okay, partners, not more question.
Okay, partner. Thank you so much, everyone, for your attention.
Thank you, partners.
I
Okay, partners, goodbye. In the thank you discussion of the panel. Goodbye, Blazing. Okay, partners.
Thank you, partners. Very good.
Okay,
Goodbye.
thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye
goodbye.
bye.